wild space adventure. Roary the Lion gazed up at the sky, wondering what's out there up so high. Could there be more lions or new animal friends to see? An elephant, a turtle, or a zebra maybe? So Roary had an idea so big and so grand, he could hardly wait to explore far beyond the sand. He did all he could to prepare for his trip. He just needed one thing. Oh look, a rocket ship. Blast off! Roary zoomed through the sky so far and so fast, shooting up into space in one humongous blast. He couldn't believe what he saw as he traveled through the stars. Wait a second, is that Mars? Roary gazed out the window and saw something nearby. It was the biggest planet he'd ever seen, my oh my. Jupiter was ginormous, but there was a storm that made his stomach turn, so he flew further along to a planet called Saturn. As Roary got close, he was nearly hit by all types of things. Roary thought to himself, these must be Saturn's rings. He quickly realized it was no longer safe to stay, so he turned up the speed and flew his ship far away. Roary zoomed by Uranus. He flew right past. He saw 14 moons and made it to Neptune at last. The planet was cold and empty and blue. It made him wonder how far he'd flown off to. Off in the distance, there was a planet so small, Roary realized it was Pluto, the tiniest of them all. Roary had seen so much and had had a lot of fun, but he couldn't leave space without seeing the sun. Roary turned his ship around because he knew he couldn't stay, and flew towards the bright light that was so far away. He had never seen such a grand and wonderful sight. The sun was beautiful and incredibly bright. Roary loved the view and his trip had been great, but he needed to get home because it was getting late. He flew back towards Earth and saw Mercury as he went by. It was covered in craters, which made him wonder why. The last planet Roary saw is considered Earth's twin. It's the hottest planet of all, and it does its own spin. The planet's name is Venus. It's beautiful and bright, but it was Roary's last stop on his far-out flight. Roary landed back on Earth, his adventure complete. All he needed now was something to eat. Roary was happy, a taco in hand, back in his home along the desert sand. The end.